Hello! I wanted to talk about photography as art and body as art because I feel very inspired today. A few days ago, I got this flash of intuition that I need to do a certain thing, to do a certain thing, to do a certain thing in art. And that's what we're going to talk about today because that's very interesting to me, and I love this whole concept of us not really knowing how it works but still being fascinated by it. I'm talking about getting the impulse, getting the inspiration, getting the urge to do something without knowing, and then it ends up being something amazing. Just like, for example, in my case, by the way, I'm cooking rice right now, so that's what we're doing, and those are the sounds. If you keep hearing random sounds, that's rice cooking right there. And we're gonna make some tofu as well, and we're gonna do it together. So basically, a few days ago, I got this impulse to get a new dress, to look for new clothes online. And mind you, I very rarely shop for new clothes. I don't like it. I don't do it often. It's not my hobby. I don't like spending money. I have the same clothes and I wear the same things, and I have the same shirt and I wear it all the time. And if it works, it works. And if it looks good on me, I like it, and I'm not gonna throw it away. And even if I feel like throwing it away sometimes, I either sell it or upcycle it or give it away or cut it up or bleach it and create something artsy out of it, and it's a new piece again. But okay, the video is not about that. So I got online and I was spending the whole night looking at dresses and shirts and new things. A long time passed. I had already added items to my shopping cart, and then the second I was checking out of the site, it showed me that it's unavailable anymore because my size is gone. That's how fast it disappeared, and I'm like, okay, no, I just spent all of this time picking out the perfect size for the perfect pants or whatever, like 2 hours wasted, because I'm very picky with the clothes, okay? If there's this tiniest littlest thing that I hate about the material or the shape or the color or some features of a clothing, then it's not mine. I don't need it, I don't want it, you know? And I had picked the perfect piece. It's gone. 2 hours wasted. Anyway, and I just kept scrolling. I was devastated, you know? But I found this one dress. And this dress was so pretty. It looked so simple and beautiful and elegant. That's exactly what I needed. And I ended up ordering it, and it got here today, and I did a photo shoot with it with sunlight, well, not sunlight but daylight. I think the rice is ready actually. I don't have ADHD, by the way. I don't. I'm just very hyped about life sometimes. I just love rice. I've been eating rice for like 4 days in a row. Okay, so what I was saying, so I did this photo shoot and it turned out amazing, great and fantastic, and it all began with an impulse, this intuitive calling to get a new dress because I want to do a photo shoot. And even if it's very simple like that, it sounds very, you know, like what's there to discuss, you know? But to me, it's crazy because I knew. I got a vision that's like a split second long, that I will get a new dress. I will absolutely love it. It will fit perfectly on me, and it's gonna be this and this shape, and I'm gonna find it online. I'm gonna do a photo shoot. I'm gonna look amazing. It will come effortlessly, and it will be perfect, and I will love it, and it will change everything. That's the vision I got in a split second. And sometimes I get those things, and they sometimes come more often in my life, sometimes more rarely. But the fact is that it's so beautiful. That's my favorite thing about being an artist, creating art, music, photos, drawings, everything. It's just like you get an idea and you will do it all. Like spirit or God or whatever you want to believe in sends you this message that you have to do this and this and this, and you have no other choice to do it because that's what you want to do. It excites you. You burn for it. And I burn for photos, and I burned for self-portrait photography. It's been my hobby since I can remember myself, since I had a phone. I didn't even own a camera. I had a Samsung Galaxy S9 with the shittiest front camera ever. And I did insane photos with a front-facing camera. Edited them in my phone's free photo editing app, PixArt. I still edit there sometimes. And I did the most craziest masterpieces. You can all find them on my Instagram. Maybe I can show some of them here. I did photos like that for a very long time, and I built a very large Instagram following for some years. It was like around 2020 when I did that. And I had my own photography community. And of course, everything changed when the algorithms changed. The reels appeared out of nowhere, like, so I was never a video content creator. I was never a reels creator. So my account kind of died, it kind of like faded. Yeah, it just faded. But yeah, I'm gonna make tofu right now. So we got the cheapest tofu here from Lidl. It's great, I like it, So I did the most beautiful photo shoot today. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy because it came so effortlessly. And that's the point here. It came so easy, and I just knew what to do. I knew what to do. And I knew that it's very, very different from those times when, you have no inspiration at all. You have nothing in you, but you just gotta do something because you want to do something and you haven't done anything. You just gotta push yourself, and then you put a lot of effort in, and it ends up looking like trash, or it ends up looking like absolute waste of time, So, and it's a very different feeling from times like these when it's literally, how do I want to do my tofu? Let's do cubes. And yeah, wait, why am I cutting it? I'm supposed to press it. Oh my god. So I bought a very expensive paper towels just for this. For pressing my tofu, and also cleaning the windows because the spring is for cleaning windows. Yeah, so my Instagram account is a perfect archive of all the things I used to do and still do sometimes. Right now I have 2 active accounts on Instagram. One is for drawing, one is for photography and music. And I think people can really tell. People can really tell when you're just flowing and you do something that you love and you succeed, and they can see that they cannot do it better than you. Like, you're so good at it and they cannot beat you in that. And people can very well tell. It's very easy to see when you're bad at something and you're trying too hard. There are many things that I have been doing the past 2 years or something or more that are just they have been exactly like that. I've been forcing a lot of things on me, forcing a lot of things out of me, and people can tell because no one's interested in that. Somehow modeling and photography and self-portraits, they just come so naturally out of me. I wanted to say also that it's very interesting how from a young age I grew up very, very fast, and I grew to be very tall very quickly, and I was the tallest out of all my friends always, and it was a source of fear, and I was very self-conscious about it, and I didn't like it, and I felt so uncomfortable in my skin. I developed a lot of back problems, a lot of leg problems because my muscles couldn't stretch as fast as my body was growing. And the point is that my family from a very young age, they taught me unintentionally, but they somehow put this thought in my brain that the modeling industry is not for me. It's never gonna be for me, and it's not needed to me. You don't need this. It's so toxic. It's dangerous. It's crazy. It's just not worth it. It's very, very toxic, and it's not good for you. And I grew up with that thought, and I grew up knowing that, and I never tried to be a model. I never applied anywhere. Well, there have been some instances, but okay, the point is that I was the tall girl, always approached by modeling agency people, in my school, on the street, in some markets, outdoor markets or festivals or events, wherever we used to go with my family when I was 11 or 12 years old or something. Very often approached by modeling agencies, and they were trying to convert me. And I didn't even know what was going on. All I knew is that my parents stepped in immediately and told them, no, we're not interested, we're done, we don't need this. And I didn't even know what you know, why and what, because I was young. Therefore, I never even wanted that because I believed them. I still don't want it, and I'm not a model. I've never been modeling professionally, but look at me now. I do this as my hobby on my own. I have taken the path of doing this myself, and I've been doing this ever since I had that smartphone. Self-portraits and photography and modeling and fashion and all types of makeup and editing and Photoshop. And that is just, I feel like a fish in the water, you know, I swim freely in that. Because I am a Pisces and I am a creative soul, and that is my outlet because I'm so blessed and infinitely fortunate and privileged to have such a beautiful body. I'm not gonna pretend that, oh, it's not beautiful, because it is fucking sexy. My physical vessel in this plane of existence is fucking hot. It is insanely beautiful in all ways, and it is capable of so many things. I'm a perfect model material. I also have the personality of somebody who wants to do things my own way, by my own terms, and I want to control everything, and especially creative things. Let's put some salt on this tofu. I always wanted to edit the photos myself, work with the camera myself, style my own clothes and make my own clothes and do my own makeup. And in the recent years, I have applied to some photo shoots where other people do things with me. Then I understood why my parents didn't want me to go there. Because you're just a product. And they treat you like you have no brain, you're not even there, and you don't matter, and you're just literally a product. You're a physical object, and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do with you. And I'm so happy I'm not in the modeling industry like that. Like, oh, I'm so happy because I'm a rebel. I'm an independent artist, and I'm a creator. And I can do it all myself. 90% of the models that are in the modeling industry don't even know anything about that. Okay, maybe that's a bold saying. Maybe I'm wrong. At least it seems like that. Like, why would you... Like, if you're a person like me, how could you exist in that environment? Like, I should be the creative director and producer and manager and everything. That's me. I cannot be just the product that is, like, cooked. I cannot be the tofu that's put on a pan. I have to be salt, I have to be pepper, I have to be the pan, I have to be the fire, I have to be electricity. And I want to be it all. That's me. Okay, I have to clean the pan. Oh my gosh. So that was my little talk about the modeling industry and why I never became a model. By the way, I still haven't lost hope in that profession because I love modeling. For myself, with myself, by myself, where I get to control and create my own rules. That's the environment I thrive best in. And right now I'm jobless. Okay, so if anybody wants to give me space to do something like that, where I can profit off of it and collaborate on some projects, just shoot me a message. I'm always open to everything, you know? I'm always open to collaborations, even though it's not my main strength point, because I really do critically approach people who want to collaborate with me, because there are so many souls who do a lot of beautiful things, but they do them differently, and they do them in a way that I can see and I can tell that it wouldn't fit me, and we will not be able to collaborate in a productive way, you know? So yeah, but I'm down for any experimental shit always. If I see that you have the vision, if I see that you have the passion, that's the most important thing. Passion. It's missing in everybody these days. Yeah. Okay, let's cook some tofu. Yeah, so here's my pan, here's the tofu, bada-ba-bam. That's how we do it. I am the pan, I am the sauce, I am the oil cooking in there. I cannot be a product that's thrown around. Okay, basically that's my story. And I think that there's so much magic in there. That's the point where there's the most magic about this life and my life, is in this impulse, in this intuition, in this intuitive guidance in my guts, in my body, in my heart, that I know that everything I do ends up being for the greater good, for the art that I'm supposed to create, for the messages I'm supposed to deliver, for the people I'm supposed to help and inspire with my art. Because that's all I ever want to do in my life. Fuck! Did you see that? You probably didn't see that. So there's a tofu cube behind my counter. It's gonna live there now. That's all I ever wanted to do in this life. To inspire others to be authentically themselves and create their best work. Not be afraid of it. Because, okay, that's a topic for a different time, but I often get the feeling of, wow, what I'm creating is so good. Nobody's gonna get this. Nobody's gonna be understanding this, and I end up not finishing it or not even starting on it because I have the best idea in the world, but I'm not sure if it will translate. And that's called being scared of your work. You're scared of your greatest creations. And when you're scared and afraid of something new and something you've never done before, that's where you get stuck. Okay? And that's how I feel about everything in this life. Follow your excitement. Follow the things that your eyes are burning for. Like, there's something that you have been pushing aside for many months or years or whatever, but you have this urge, oh, I want to try this, I want to try this, I want to try learning this instrument, or I want to try dancing, or maybe I want to go on this hike to these mountains. Because whatever you end up doing, when you have that urge, that is literally the message from Spirit, that is the message from God, that you must do this thing. Because in one way or another, it will end up connecting with all the other things you do, step by step by step. All the things in your life make sense because, like puzzle pieces, they add up and bring you to your life purpose. And your life purpose is not just one thing. Like everything you do right now in your life, that's your soul's purpose. That's your calling. You don't have to try, but you just have to trust yourself and believe that whatever it is that you end up doing is there for you to unlock your truest self and be your truest self and just live. You don't have to try and figure out like, oh, use your brain. What do I want to do? No, just let it go. Act like you're drunk. That's what my flow arts teacher is telling me. Just act like you are drunk and then dance, okay? Stop dancing up and trying to figure out what the fuck must I do? What is up? Just act like you're drunk, like you don't care. The right things will show up and you will be good at it. Just trust yourself, okay? That's the message in this video. And when you just let go and flow and just live, that's when you are most yourself, okay? So stop pushing and start trusting, okay? And eat tofu. It's not ready yet, but yeah. Bye-bye.